After a long time I'm making this video on MQTT server, that IoT based MQTT server using NodeMCU Android app and Arduino IDE. Okay, in my previous video I explained about that how to use use MQTT server with Arduino IDE and whole and soul code of Arduino in my part 1. Now I am going to explain you about this about this Android application. Okay, how to make this Android application for MQTT server. First of all, make a new project, then give any name that I am giving you this IoT MQTT. Okay, next. Then that Android 6.0, don't use higher version, otherwise this is somewhat difficult to run. So because of that reasons use the 6.0 or 7.0. that's it. I'm using 6.0 in this. Give a next. An empty activity, next. And main activity, don't change the name of main activity. It's you can change it, but I don't like to change this actually. Okay, finish. Let it compile and generate the project. Okay, now our project is completely built. Now let's start our developing this project. Now first of all, before making our app, we have to include some libraries, that repositories and dependencies inside this for connectivity of that MQTT server with your application. Now first of all, open your Google and then search for PAHO MQTT Hive Android, and just click on that first link suggested by Google, and then you will find this website, that Hive MQ, and this is the person who make this whole and soul thing for everyone, and it's totally for free. He's a nice guy. Okay, so first of all you have to add this repositories of this Maven URL MQTT power release, this inside your build grade. Okay, this is your build grade. Click on this build grade, you will find this file, and inside this file you will find this dependencies block. Above that block you have to paste that repository. Okay, and after that you have to copy this dependency. Okay, as whole and soul, copy this dependency from compile to support v, and with this curly brackets, copy it and paste inside your dependency. Okay, paste and v inside dependency. After pasting this, you will find this compile. You have to delete this compile and replace with implementation. Okay, because in the previous version of Android Studio they are using compile, but now it's not working. It's they remove that compile and replace with implementation of this particular dependency. Because of that reason, if you compile if you generate build grade with compile, it will give you a error. Okay, now sync. Now click on this sync now. If this will not pop up, you have to select over here that sync project with Gradle file. Okay, now let's wait for this. It will take some time for synchronizing. Okay, now our build Gradle is finished. It's successfully that repositories and dependencies is successfully added. Now we have to add some permission inside, and all the permission were added inside our Android manifest file. This is over here. You will find manifest Android manifest. Inside, open this file, and after opening this file, you will find that manifest package, your package name. Okay. Now over here we have to add some permission. Now this is this permission, that user permission, Android name, Android permission, wake up log, internet access, network status, and read phone status. This type of permission you have to add. Okay, now copy it and paste it over here. Now we have to add a service. Now this is the service. You have to copy this service, copy it, and just paste inside the application. Okay, this is your application. Inside in the bottom of that application, just paste it. Okay, now everything is added. Now save this, and at in last you have to just sync the project. Okay, our build grid is finished. Now let's start developing our app. Now first of all, close this Gradle file and Android manifest file, because we don't need it again. Okay, now this is our main activity.java. This is our background code, and this is our front end code. Select text. Over here you will find a XML file, which is our front end of our application. Okay, preview it. Okay, now over here you have to add two buttons, on and off button. That's it. First of all, just change this thing into the relative. Actually you can use in this, but I like relative because of the reasons. Relative layout. Okay, select that relative layout and just delete the text view. Delete. Add button. Okay, I already made some button, so I am going to copy it and paste it over here. Now this is my already made buttons. I'm just going to copy it and paste it inside my application. Okay, you will find these two buttons over here. Okay, on button and off button. Now I'm only explaining about this, how to create this button. First of all, less than sign button, and then Android layout width, setting the width of the button. That wrap content means whatever you are writing inside that button, it will take the shape, it will take automatically the width of that content inside that button, and also the height is also in wrap content. Okay, and next button is also same. Now this text on is the label, is just the label that you are watching on this, that is on, that text, and that also the off, the text, and this is the ID of on X and off X, which is we will using inside our main activity, that is inside our Java activity. Okay, now our buttons is created. Now we are going to make our background code, that is our Java code. Okay, first of all, declare that buttons over here, means take a variable for that buttons. Okay, make variable. I am making this, this button. Okay, for this button, two button, that is on one and off one. Now if this type of red thing is you can see this red, that means it's not included inside your import. How to import? Just click on that button and then press Alter, then enter. That's it. Import that class, create the button. Okay, the class name, Alter, enter. Now your button is added. After that you have to connect that IDs with this Java code. With this Java code means uh, with your variables. Now connect that using this find view by rid.onX. It means that onX, which is set as a id inside your XML, that onX, this onX. Okay, now also same for that of X. Okay, now after that you have to copy this whole and soul code of MQTT connect. This is my function I made. You have to add this whole and soul uh, code inside your application. To see, actually you have to make this function inside your application. After pasting it, you will get many errors inside this. Many errors. This errors is only because of that all files are not included inside your import. You have to import right it now. Now how to import? Just click on that red letters, the red word, and that alter, enter, create a field constant. No, just import a class. After that also for this same thing, import the class, import this class. Also same for token, also for this view on click listener, view on click listener, on click listen button. View message package. Post. Now your our function is successfully created. Now call that function inside our main app, that is MQTT connect X. You can see this enter now is added inside our on create means super class. Now after this you have to make some changes. Now the first change is that this thing, this is an on click event. You have to create this on click event and off click event. Okay, this on click event for on the light, and this off click event for off the light. Okay, now you will find this thing, that a string topic and string payload. inside your set on click listener, also inside on, okay, you can see this string topic and a string for payload. Okay, you have to change as per your and Arduino code. If now if you find it's this thing inside your and Arduino code, this client publish and subscribe. Okay, now whatever subscribed over here means over inside your uh, Arduino, you have to publish inside your Android, and whatever thing is published over here, you have to subscribe inside your Arduino. Okay, vice versa, it will work in vice versa. Where is it? Okay, now you can see this string topic. Now string topic uh, you have client, now string is topic, and inside this in topic. Okay, over here you will find a client.publish, client.publish message, client.publish topic is this in topic, that is publishing, and your Arduino will get subscribe it. Okay, subscribe, you will find this subscription in topic, means you are sending some data from your Android to your or node MCU, and it getting subscribing that data in over there over on this in topic. Okay, you will find this over here. Now payload is 1. When you click on button, it will send a payload 1, and after receiving this payload 1, find this over here. Okay, if char payload equal to 1, that time LED will be low means turn on, it is low level high, because of that reason bulletin low means it will get on, and else if any other data with if अगर 1 की जगह कोई और डाटा आता है, that means if you receive 0, that LED will high means it will get off. Okay, now same thing, you will find that a string payload 1 and string payload 0 inside off. On clicking off button, you will send 0 to your node MCU. On clicking on button, you will send 1 to on your node MCU. That's it. This is the whole and soul code, and